on, and we all know my son's father is not happy with it. Like, he's not happy. But what Daphne is doing is indicative to her character. It was so it's been rumored and known for years that she has been a bold girl from Vegas. Like, that's known. That's known. And he knew that when he beat her up in California, which he seems like that's just so buried how he beat her up. It was a domestic violence case in California. The Attorney's office tried to contact me. Hey, y'all, tried to contact me to testify in that case. They contacted my child support attorneys for me to question me and to testify in Daphne Joy's domestic violence case, which I declined. What
made you decline?
As I'm a mother first, and I'm a woman, but she, during the duration of the relationship with her and 50, she gave me so much shade, and she was trolling me along with him. Like, she thought she was superior. She thought her and her child were going to be superior to Marquise and I. So I said, I'll sit this one out.
All right, so guys, what's up? This is Blue Nola. I know I am starting off with a recording. This is on 50 Cent. Now, let's talk about this. Well, first of all, let's say welcome to the chat. Welcome to my channel. It's been a few days, but I've been taking care of my clients, but I'm back, right? I wanted to talk about this because this particular reading commentary will be on 50 Cent, his first baby mama, and then of course Daphne Joy, which is his second baby mama. This particular woman has been caught up, Daphne Joy, with the Diddy situation, right? The Diddy trial, the prostitutes, the freak offs, etc., etc. So I wanted to do this. I thought this was very interesting because the baby mama, all these years, she's never spoken out. This is why I'm so I don't understand why people are evil with her behind the fact that she is speaking, because it's okay for her to speak. 50 Cent speaks on everyone, but the minute someone speaks on 50 Cent, they have people out want to defend him. No, people have a right to say what they want to say, right? So 50 Cent's baby's mother says Daphne Joy wanted her help in a domestic V situation against 50 Cent. Now remember, we did a reading on if that was true enough, not. And I said it was true, that I felt based on the messages and everything that there was a situation between Daphne and 50. Remember, 50 sued her. And because 50 sued Daphne, people on the internet love to run with stuff. You know, well, it can't be true if he sued her. But right behind that lawsuit, what did he do? He dropped that lawsuit, right? Now his first baby mama is saying, right, allegedly, that she was contacted through her child support lawyers to testify in a Daphne Joy's case against 50 Cent's domestic V. So, right? Let's see him try to sue her. Let's see him go to battle with her. Let's see him go to battle with his first baby mama, right? I believe it's true. I believe he's not a good person. I'm not saying he is worse than Diddy, but I believe it because, and I'm going to attach that video where we did on 50 Cent, Daphne Joy, and Diddy. I'm going to attach it. I believe that there's more to the story. And I believe that this is one of the reasons why 50 Cent is so evil with Diddy behind Daphne Joy. This is one of the reasons why, right? This is one of the reasons why he chases him down. He on top of him behind this woman. Period, point blank. I'm going to be right back. Somebody's cutting the grass in the backyard. All right? Period. I'll be back. All right, we're going to go ahead and get through this. So, anyway, I'm going to read some of the comments in the comment section. One person put, 50 Cent be doing all that laughing at Diddy, but he's exact same. I don't think he's the exact same, but I just feel like he's not innocent, right? He's not innocent of the situation with Daphne in particular. He's not innocent of mistreating his oldest child. he's not innocent of being the biggest troll and the biggest bully on the internet. He's not innocent of all of that, right? And a lot of people like to defend him and they think some of the stuff that he says is funny, but it's very toxic energy. Somebody else wrote, you couldn't pay me to ever speak on my baby daddy and his relationship after me. Girl, bye. At the end of the day, 50 Cent can sit on the internet and dog and bully and discuss women and other people and their situations and their plight. Guess what? This is America. We can speak on whatever we want to speak on. We can do whatever we want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. All right? Stop being a pick me shy, right? And trying to cover for people that this lady is alleging that he was they wanted her to testify in a domestic situation. Guess what? It is what it is. Just like he sit there, he trolled his son, he trolled Lil Kim, he trolled he want to troll this person and that person. Guess what? If you get it, if you can dish it, baby, you better be able to take it. All right? I'm not protecting nobody's feelings. Period, point blank. 2025. All right, so somebody just said you won't testify, but you're on social media. She can do whatever she want to do, right? Y'all got this twisted. Like, they got a lot of women out here, when they be with men, they want to disrespect you, they want to troll you, they want to join in the party to beat you down. And the minute the shoe is on the other foot, then they want to sit down and they want to sit down and now they want help. No, it don't work that way. And she can do what she want to do. She can say it on TV, she can say it on her Instagram, she can say it to a judge, or she can say it not at all. Okay, period. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know when 50 Cent became so corny. He been corny. Now we see why, and I'm not saying he deserved it. Now you might want to see why he got shot. Like, he's annoying, right? I'm not saying he deserved it, but, like, he the type of person you look like you're ready to, give him a couple of licks upside his head. Chill. Let's see. So any woman laughs at a previous woman's pain has a problem. The only problem that I have with what she said to, it's just like she started saying, I'm a mother and I'm a woman. Like, just leave all that out. Just say, you know what? I don't deal with this woman, right? And period, point blank. You handle your business like you expected me to handle mine. Anyway, so give me the energy around 50 Cent. He's going to have something to say in his first baby mama. Is it true that they reached out to 50 Cent's first baby's mother to testify or to speak on the Daphne Joy situation? Did anybody really reach out to her? Is she reaching? She has the Hangman here. Temperance. The Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. Yep. So basically they contacted her about whatever the conflict was between he and Daphne Joyce. Five of Wands, the conflict, the tension, the problem, the fighting, the infighting, etc., etc. Here she is, standing on business in her indecision energy, like, I ain't getting involved in that. Why? Because just like she said, when I was with 50 Cent US, so you didn't create balance, you didn't create peace, you didn't try to make things easy, you made things hard. Queen of Pentacles, handle your own business, right? That's what that talks about. Even in this Page of Wands, this talks about, guess what? I'm not getting involved with that. You know what? At the end of the day, she has the right to do what she want to do, and she has the right to do what she want to do. Will 50 Cent try to sue his first baby mama for speaking out on him, allegations on him about, like, she was contacted? This is what she's saying happened. Give me the energy. Will he try to sue her on this? And he has the King of Swords. He got something to say here in his King of Cups and then Ace of Pentacles. It'll be a waste of money, because let me say this, she could easily prove that it happened. 50 Cent, he is the messenger around tyrannical, abusive, manipulative. A lot of the stuff that he do on social media is considered manipulation to me, right? Media manipulation. Think about this too for a second. He is so evil with Diddy behind that girl Daphne Joy. He and Daphne were together for a while. Diddy and Daphne were together for a while. This is why he's really evil with Diddy. But this talks about, I wouldn't be surprised if he says something that's negative or abusive or what have you. Y'all have to understand the stuff that he does on social media is bully behavior. It's troll behavior. It's abusive behavior. It's not cool, because if somebody was doing that to you on your job, somebody was doing that to you in your real life, somebody was mistreating one of your children like that, you wouldn't appreciate it, right? Not that Diddy's an innocent person, but we're not just talking about Diddy. Even the way the other day, he told his baby mama, I'm about to get full custody, you little bitch. Like, this is your child's mother, regardless of what it, just like this is your child's mother. You can say and do whatever you want to say and do. But again, this is a person who he has abusive tendencies. We're not seeing it. We think it's a joke. We think it's funny. A lot of people think it's a joke. A lot of people think it's entertainment. It's funny. That is abusive behavior, period, point blank, right? He has the message here around the King of Cups. So it looks like he'll respond to it. Then in his King of Cups, it'll feel like he'll come to his senses. And he'll realize if he tries to go after her, it will be just a waste of time and an investment that'll fall into what? A waste. It is a wasted investment. Because all she has to do is prove, hey, somebody did reach out to her at this number at this time and said this, that, and the third, right? This is what it talks about. Give me the energy around 50 Cent and his son. His son was trolling him on Father's Day. Like, on Father's Day. He be giving him a run for his money. For like father, like son. Will 50 ever get it to a place where he, it's like he doesn't have a good relationship with his oldest son. He looks like he plays favoritism with his second son. Will he ever get into a good place with his first son, Marquise? Ten of Cups. Page of Swords. High Priestess. Three of Wands. Five of Cups. I think they're going to always have challenges, right? I think they're always going to have challenges in their relationship. And then sometimes it's just best to just leave things alone. I'm not saying they'll never ever speak, but it just gives you like they'll always have challenges. When the situation seems highly dysfunctional, High Priestess energy, nobody is listening. There's a message around, dark situation. Dark energy, dark period, dark time, negativity, right? Nobody's doing their part to make this right, make this good. And let me say this, I think that also too, part of their problem is that they're evil with each other, right? Just like you see 50 Cent being evil with Daphne Joy over Diddy, you could see where he's evil with his first family or his first baby mama over whatever their past situation was. At one point in the relationship, though, with his first baby mama, they did have something. They had something that was really good and strong. And they started having challenges along the way. Do I think they'll ever get to a good place? I don't know. This feels like too many people pointing a finger, too many people focused on, doing this versus, and there's a lot of energy around being disillusioned. And let me say this, even though Marquise is older now, he still has a sense of abandonment. He still has a feeling that his dad didn't do the right thing, right? By his mom, by him, his situation. We see him as an older person and just expect him to get over. It doesn't work like that. I read for people all day long, and a lot of our challenges come through what our parents have done or not done for us. So we can't just dismiss his feelings or his responses to his dad because he's older now. Like, this is a child who grew up in a situation. He didn't ask to be here. He didn't deserve to experience that. And he doesn't deserve to continue to have his dad publicly denounce him, or publicly dismiss him. Do you understand how hurtful that is as an adult in your own personal life without it being public? It's hurtful. Just imagine a child experiencing this. And we got to remember, even though he's a grown man now, he's speaking up for himself. We can't dismiss or discount the way he felt about the situation when he was younger. But this represents people just kind of walking away and moving forward. I do feel like 50 Cent is evil with Diddy over the Daphne Joy situation. And it's unfortunate, you see a lot of men going at it with each other over women. Over money and over women, but most of the problems are behind women, right? And this is where the source of his issues are with Diddy, outside of just, to me, there's a lot of jealousy going on there. But even when you tie that in, it's still behind his relationship. A lot of that has to do with Daphne Joy. And, you picked her, you decided to date her, you knew what type of person she was. You go on her Instagram way before this Diddy trial even happened, long years ago. Like, literally, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being an Instagram model, but She's literally people that's online doing stuff like that, all that booty shots and stuff. What you think they doing? You know, I mean, I'm not saying they're prostituting, but I'm just saying like they're looking for attention and something. You know, you can't get nothing but the wrong attention with that type of content. You know, the wrong type of people coming at you with the wrong type of mindset, and nobody looking at your content trying to marry you, trying to wife you up. You know, a lot of men they trying to get off. They they lusting and they thinking with their lower desires and nobody's so 50 Cent picked this woman, and this woman she going where the money resides, right? And now you mad because you done picked the baby mama, you done got her pregnant, and she over here in the freak offs with Diddy. And this is another thing about Daphne Joy. Girl, how you gonna go testify on Diddy and get on the stand and be mad about him being with Carisha and going public with Carisha and buying Carisha things? Talking about you jealous. You sound real slow. I don't know what's going on. But it almost, I kind of agree with Boosie. It feels like Diddy's on trial with some of these women because they bitter, they evil, they mad. And I understand he had a real domestic situation with Cassie. Let's not discount that, right? This horrible situation. His case belongs in state court. His case does not belong in federal court. That's just my opinion. If they get 5 years on him, I'll be surprised. Because his case is technically Diddy's case technically belongs in state court, where domestic violence, this type of abuse, like I don't feel that they fully proved what they needed to prove, like unless they got more ammunition after this. But domestic abuse, mistreatment of women, 100%. Being a freakazoid, okay. Paying people. They just did today. I just finally heard somebody say that they did get, they got paid to come over there. So we'll see. But back to 50 Cent, he's not a good person. When you look at like the stuff that he does and he says online, he's one of the most toxic. There's a lot of toxic stuff going on with him, and he needs to stop doing that. He's supposed to be, I don't know, 50 years old and literally on the line trolling and bullying people, bullying his own baby mama, bullying his own son, bullying women, just unnecessary comments right there. And you got to remember, like the energy that you put into the universe is you get that back. You're gonna get that back. But I told y'all on the last video that I did for him, I said I believe Daphne Joy when she says that something happened between them. But the minute he filed that lawsuit, people was running and making it seem like, oh, he couldn't have done it if he filed a lawsuit. He dropped that lawsuit, right? I want people who sit down and try to defend people like 50 Cent to come back with that same energy when you hear somebody who says, just like his baby mama, you know what? They wanted me to testify in a domestic situation, but I decided not to do it. And it's all right to do it or not do it. Personally, for example, if I had such an issue with a woman who was giving me and my child problems, who also participated in the nonsense, I don't know if I would be so, I don't know. I'm different. So I probably would have to really weigh that inside of my heart to say, because I'm an advocate for women. I'm a big advocate for women. So for me, I probably would be like, what do you want to talk to me about? Like, let's clear it up. Because maybe she could help clarify some of the stuff that's been going on with 50 Cent. But anyway, this is a Blue Nola. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. This is on his baby mama, who recently spoke on the fact that someone reached out to her team or somebody in her legal team to testify in the Daphne Joy. So Daphne Joy truly had a case against 50 Cent. And was truly seeking for people to speak at her trial and her legal situation against 50 Cent. So this don't sound like it's too fabricated. It sounds like she was going forward till I guess they decided to put it to rest. But yeah, 50 need to stop all that bullying, and stop being evil behind women. Period. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Don't forget I got the June specials on the website. You can book with me at BlueNolaTarot.com. Have a great day. Stay blessed, encouraged, and empowered. I'm out of here. If there's anything else you want to see, please put it in the chat. BlueNolaTarot.com. Again, BlueNolaTarot.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.